Welcome. I'm Danielle Sally.
And I'm Eva Fusaw.
And you're listening to Ghost Boss, stories about the freelance afterlife. Hey, ghosties.
Hey.
How are you, Eva?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a random announcement for the podcast.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah. I got a new keyboard.
Okay.
And it's right next to the microphone right now. So I'm hoping it picks this up. And if not, I don't know what to tell y'all. But listen to it. Can you hear it?
What did you get? Like a typewriter? What is this thing?
It's not a typewriter, but it is real clickety clackety, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm sure between this and my nails, my neighbors can literally hear me working from outside of my house. I've got to be so loud when I work, but I don't care. I love it. I got it last week. And actually, if you have long nails and you listen to the podcast, maybe you'll understand this. Sometimes it's hard to type because on like really flat keyboards.
Yep.
And so I had this thing that you could put over your keyboard that would help a little bit, but it tactily felt really weird. So it wasn't great. But this has space between the keys that my nails can go down into so I can type really fast on it. So I got it because I just wanted to, I thought the tactile feel of like an old school keyboard I would like, and I do. And then I can type really fast. Like I tested the other night, I can type 80 words per minute on this thing. And
wow. So, that's usually my issue with nails and why I either keep them shortish, not super short, or I do a press on because I get so mad at them that it slows down my workflow, and then I just rip them off.
Yes. So I used to, this is an aside. If you don't like nails, skip ahead a couple minutes. So I used to have, my nails were like short, and then I would occasionally get Gel X, which are extensions. And the thing I like having longer nails, but the thing I didn't like about them is I'd go from short nails to long nails. And then that's kind of hard to like manage when you go from 0 to 60, you know? And so last year I started getting polygel, which is an overlay that's allowed my nails to grow out. So these are my real nails. They just have like an overlay on them so I can't break them. And it let them slowly grow out so that I got used to them. And so I really like them. But when it's about time for me to get my nails done, and I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, I can usually tell because it's getting harder to type. And it's not hard to type right now. I can just tell it's time to get them done because it's time to get them done.
See, this also, I'm going to make this note. Some people have commented that we don't talk enough about designer things, but this is very much a designer thing because
a keyboard? Yeah.
Typing and the nail length very much affects my workflow. So I appreciate that you got a new keyboard to solve the solution, to solve the issue here.
Yes. Also, I got a keyboard that's extended. I used to have one like this that wasn't clickety clackety at my old job, and I just never bothered getting one for my house. But I like long keyboards that have a number pad on the side because I type so many like measurements and stuff in, or I'm moving stuff to exact spaces, or like I'm doing a lot of stuff with like data in a big tables. So I like number pads over on the side. So this is, it's clickety clackety. It's got a number pad. It's like light blue. It's like multi like shades of blue.
Look at you.
So it like matches my office. And it was cute when I got it. My son saw it, and anybody under the age of like 12 doesn't call it like opening, you know, a package. They call it unboxing. So he was like,
oh, yes.
Yeah. And so he's like, can you, do you want me to unbox it with you? And so then like I open it and I put it together, and he goes, Mom, it's so satisfying.
Oh my daughter says that all the time. It's like, that's what, and it's not just her, it's all of her friends. Like they'll come over and I do something and they look at me, they're like, it's just so satisfying. Like peeling an orange. Yeah. It's just so satisfying. That sound, it's so satisfying. And I'm like, now I'm doing it. where I'm like, ooh, this is satisfying.
Yes. And I get it. I knew exactly what he meant, but it was so funny. He was like, it's so satisfying. And it came with a mouse, but I don't want the mouse because the mouse has buttons and I don't like a mouse with buttons. I like my Apple mouse. It doesn't have buttons.
I need to be able to do I am going from desktop to desktop to desktop. And I can't do that without my Apple mouse.
Right. I want my Apple mouse, but I want a different keyboard. And so then my son was really surprised that I didn't want the keyboard or I didn't want the mouse with the extra stuff on it. So it was quite a day in our house. I got here at like 9 o'clock at night and he was getting ready for bed when he heard Amazon show up. So,
clickety-clackety.
Here. I love it.
That is very satisfying.
So designer things. I got a new keyboard and I was talking to Whitney about it. And she also has a loud clickety clackety keyboard. And she said she did like 4 hours of research on it or something like that. I spent 8 minutes looking this up and I was like, that one looks good.
Oh yeah.
It's blue and it can be here soon.
Yes, I am definitely an impulse buyer. Probably drives my Gemini husband nuts because he's got to research for at least 3 to 6 months before making a purchase. Whereas I'm like, this looks great. Order now.
Yes. I got I have a second monitor. I mean, I have a second monitor on my desktop, but I got a monitor extender for my laptop. I don't use it a ton. But it is helpful. Like I'll be traveling next week and I'll take it with me because it is helpful if I'm trying to do a lot of work on the road. Anyways, I was talking to somebody about that and he was like, yeah, I spent 2 months researching the second monitor I got for my laptop. And I was like, I spent 15 minutes.
Wild.
Like,
and I am usually happy with my purchases.
Well, it's because it's relatively low risk. Like I can return it. It's not a lot of money. Like it's actually pretty easy to like look at the reviews on that individual site. And like, it's not a car or a house. Like, it's not a big purchase.
Exactly.
This was $28.
Yeah.
I spent more on dinner last night. It's fine. I did. I had sushi last night. It was a little bit more than normal. It was good though.
So you definitely spent more on dinner.
Yes. So anyways, that was 6 minutes about nails and keyboards. Welcome to the Ghost Boss Podcast.
I'm here for it. It also has nothing to do with what I want to talk about today, but that doesn't matter because, again, this is our podcast. But what I wanted to talk about today, Eva and I always spend all this time like, what should we talk about? And we form out like topics. We do come up with like, we have a plan before we record, which is great. But we're kind of March Madness is still going on for what I've been told. I do not follow basketball, but I'm told that it's happening in the moment. We are based in Columbia, South Carolina. We have the best women's team in the nation. I know these things. I think they're still playing is what anyway, but I don't know if it'll be over by the time this airs. No idea. I will know when there's celebrations in the streets. So all that said, I want to do Ad Age on their Instagram had a brand mascot tournament, their own bracket. And I wanted to go through it with you because I lost miserably in this little bracket. And it was one of those where like they just voted on their stories and whatnot. But like, man, I guess I'm just not aligned with the general public or at least the followers of Ad Age. Okay. And I wanted to say them to you and see, are you in line with them or are you also feeling what I'm feeling on this? So I'm just going to go through all of them.
And I don't know anything about this. She texted me about it yesterday and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she's like, perfect.
I said, don't look it up.
No, I did not.
Be cheating. So
I did not do that.
We're going to go through. This is just a rapid fire episode. And I'm going to go through the first round, second, third. We might not even, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Before we get started.
Yes.
I am just telling you which one's my favorite.
Yes. I think so.
That's all it is.
I mean, I guess you can think about more if you think, because they didn't really put it, maybe it wasn't the caption, but they didn't really put it more than likely people were just picking their favorites, right? I mean, I know I was biased on a few and maybe that's why they lost, but we'll see. So we'll start with round one, and I'm going to tell you if you won or lost.
Okay.
So
these are mascots.
One, mascots. I was going to bring a mascot head to this episode, and you're lucky I forgot it.
Please don't. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm kind of mad at myself now. All right. So round one.
Okay.
Grimace, McDonald's Grimace versus Progressive's Flow.
First off, I like that you clarified McDonald's Grimace. Like there's another Grimace that's wandering about. I would be confused.
I was like, I don't know if you need context to it.
Sure. I'm going to go with, and it would not be my favorite out of the two, but I'm going to say that Grimace won this round because you could argue that Flo is not a mascot.
I mean, I think in this case, they use mascot and maybe like characters in the same.
Okay.
So in this case, she's a mascot.
I'm still going Grimace also because I think there's going to be some nostalgia for people. So I think Grimace won this round.
But what would your favorite be?
I like her better than Grimace. I don't know what Grimace is. I'm unclear about.
Does anyone?
And that
Someone once told me that Grimace is a taste bud.
That's disgusting.
I have no idea if that's true, but we'll see. So anyway, yes, Grimace did win that round.
Okay.
All right. Next, the Geico Gecko or, there's a typo on their graphic. They missed the bracket. Anyway, that or Mr. Peanut from Planters.
Geico.
Really? I don't know. Again, I feel like Mr. Peanut just has... he goes so much farther back so that I'm like, he's more of an icon, but I lost this one. Yeah.
Geico, that was an incredibly effective campaign. It was, a lizard talked and it wasn't super weird. I think you like the Peanut Man. Does he have does he have a monocle?
He has a monocle.
Yeah. He looks like he would be in Clue. And I think that's why you like him.
Okay. That's fair. That's accurate.
Yeah, but I'm going Geico. Fair. I'm going the Gecko. All right. Geico. Yep.
So far, you would have been doing well, and I clearly lost miserably. Next one.
Okay.
Energizer Bunny versus the Burger King.
First off, I would pay good money to see them actually fight. I think that would be hilarious.
Yes.
That would be great. I'm going Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. I didn't look at the percentage on the wins, but who voted for Burger King? No offense, Burger King. Maybe. But Energizer Bunny, definitely on that one, right?
Yeah, for sure. All
right.
Okay. All right. I got that one. I'm doing good.
Next one.
I'm going to mess it up next one.
Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to
Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything.
Feedback. You'll know where I am on this. The Michelin Man versus Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man. 1,000%.
And that's how everyone else went. I was very upset that Bendham, which is the Michelin Man's name, did not make it. He lost to,
Yeah. Two things. Do they not call him Beeb for short? I feel like I learned that in French class in high school. Bib for short. I learned that in French class because Michelin is French. And I also, if you do not know the connection between Michelin-starred restaurants and Michelin tires, you should look that up. I never knew that connection until I ate at a Michelin-starred restaurant. And it's actually a really interesting history. They were trying to sell tires. So they made guides for the best restaurants. And now they review the nicest restaurants in the world.
Oh yeah.
But no, Kool-Aid Man, absolutely. He busted through a wall. Iconic childhood memories. Absolutely. I still reference Kool-Aid Man at least once a month and something, usually talking about my son banging through something, just bonking through life. But yeah.
Just going through. Not Hulk.
Man.
It's the Kool-Aid Man.
Well, no, because the Hulk was like scary, and it was like a whole thing. And like
Fair.
Hulk, like Kool-Aid Man was just here for a party. And we all have a friend like Kool-Aid Man. He's here for the party. He just doesn't really understand that he like wrecked your house while he was here. Yeah, Kool-Aid Man, 1,000%, 1,000%.
Sure.
That's not a real round. Move on.
All right, next one.
It's too easy. Okay.
Jake from State Farm, the newer Jake, not the original Jake.
There's
some
two
might
Jakes?
say the better. He's the new one.
Is it the hot Jake?
He wasn't from the original. Yeah, he's hot Jake.
Hot Jake. Okay, got it. It's fine.
First,
hot Jake.
Chester Cheetah.
Chester Cheetah.
Really?
Yes.
More than Jake. More than hot Jake.
First off, I had to clarify which Jake we were talking about. Second off, I would still argue that calling them a mascot is a little dicey. Third, Cheeto's iconic like the Kool-Aid Man.
All right. Well, this is the only one that I voted for and won, and you lost.
Oh, really?
Jake from State Farm. He made it to round 2.
It's just because he's hot. That's all it is.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Next one.
Okay.
Colonel Sanders versus Duo the Owl from Duolingo.
Oh.
I feel like I know which one you will pick. But no, I feel like you'd struggle with both of these.
Yeah. Yes.
As an Indigenous woman, I don't feel like you like either of these.
I don't like the colonizing, land-owning Southern man, nor do I like the owl who's a harbinger of death.
So pick one. Who would you pick?
I have started using Duolingo, so I have to let an owl into my house every night. So, and
there you go.
I think there's some significant brand equity in what they've recently done with him in the campaign. So I'm going, what's his name? What do they call him?
Duo the Owl.
Duo the that I don't like that name, but I'm going to go with the Green Owl. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Well, good job. You won.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one. Mr. Clean versus M&M Spokes Candy.
M&M Spokes Candy.
All of them, by the way. But yes. That was yes. That, I feel like that was Mr. Clean had no chance against the M&Ms, right?
No, not against the M&Ms. I mean, they've done so much. And it's funny, I see the commercial. I always think this is really interesting. The Christmas commercial when they're in the living room and they're like, Santa comes, he's like, oh, he does exist. And he goes, oh, they do exist. And he passes out. That commercial's got to have been on for at least 20, maybe 30 years. And I'm always fascinated that they still run it. And they've probably like remastered it just for like higher digital technology. But other than that, it has not changed. It's like the Corona commercial with the Christmas Corona commercial with the people on the beach and they just click the Coronas. It's been around for like 30 years.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean Hershey Kisses, same thing, right?
Ding,
it's like,
ding, ding. Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Why remake it? You already made a classic. It's like watching the same Christmas movie every year. Why would I not want the same commercials?
Well, you watch the same movie every day, so maybe you're not fair. The best person to like assess that. But.
So they know it's what I want.
Sure, Pookie, we're gonna go with that. But yes, M&Ms.
There we go. Okay, last one. We have Pillsbury Doughboy versus Aflac Duck. I feel like they went for the sounds on this one. Woohoo! Versus Aflac.
This one's
I'm sorry
tough.
to everyone listening.
This one's tough.
This one's tough?
Yeah. Because I feel like there's nostalgia and more history with the Pillsbury Doughboy, but I think the Aflac Duck was incredibly effective marketing in the last like 15-ish years. So I'm going duck.
So they went with nostalgia on this Pillsbury Doughboy. But I agree with you. I don't think I would know what Aflac even did or was if it weren't for that duck.
And so, there was a time, where it was super prevalent. Like, okay. I get it. But I think it's a nostalgia thing. And I think I think if the Doughboy didn't like have his little laugh, you laughing at my laugh?
Oh, yeah.
I think if he didn't have the laugh, it probably wouldn't have won if he was just the Doughboy. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. So.
All right. So now, round 2. You ready?
Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Now we have the Grimace versus Jake from Steak Farm. I said Steak Farm. State Farm.
It's funny you said Steak Farm because when my son was little, he used to always call it Steak Farm. He would talk about Jake from Steak Farm. And I was
maybe that's why.
My son's an influencer. And I was like, baby, it's State Farm. He goes, no, it's Steak Farm. And I was like, it's State Farm. They don't sell steaks there. And he goes, they also don't sell states there. And I was like, well,
that's fair. You know what? Right. That's fair. I bet you Jake could. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm going Hot Boy Jake.
Hot Boy
Grimace.
Jake won.
Yeah. Because he's pretty.
Yeah. I mean, you put Jake literally next to Grimace. Who do you think's going to win?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
All right. I got that one. Okay.
All right. Now it's up against the green creatures. We have Geico Gecko versus Duo the Owl.
The gecko, and not just because I think owls are terrible. I think the gecko is more effective marketing, and I think it's a more prevalent mascot.
Fully agree, by the way, and I am shocked by this one. That owl
am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Huh.
Well, you're not wrong. The public's wrong, clearly. The gecko should have won this.
Okay. All right. The owl's still kicking around. All right. Okay.
All right. So this was the bottom bracket. Now we're going Energizer Bunny versus the M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
I like that bunny, but I feel like he's kind of gone away a bit, and the M&Ms have probably they kind of. I need to look it up, but I feel like they probably started them around the same time, and M&Ms are still holding strong. So
I think the M&Ms might be an older campaign, probably not by a lot, but I do think they're a little bit older. Yeah, I think they're a little bit older.
All right, now Kool-Aid Man versus the Doughboy.
Kool-Aid Man, all day. All day.
Yeah, he won.
I will fight someone in a parking lot all day. Kool-Aid Man.
Also, that combo just sounds like elementary school. Like, who wouldn't want Kool-Aid and some kind of Doughboy pastry?
That also sounds like something you'd get in trouble for saying that the Doughboy and the Kool-Aid Man are fighting on the playground later today. Okay. All right. I'm doing all right, except for that owl. All right.
You're doing great. All right. Okay. So now that owl's up again, but now he's up against Hot Boy Jake.
Oh, Hot Boy Jake's going to take it. Hot Boy Jake's going to take it.
Yeah. It took Jake to take down the owl.
Once again, I'm in a round with a white dude and a harbinger of death. I don't love it.
No,
but he's better than Colonel Sandals. I know, but he's a white dude. Is he not? Oh, then I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking of old Hot Jake. Hold on, there's new Hot Jake. Hold on,
old Jake was not hot.
Who? Jake, hold on, from State Farm. Y'all might hear my clickety clackety email. Oh, hello.
I was gonna say we might want to take this out, but no, I don't know.
Well, hello, Jake from State Farm. Oh yeah, there's also, the old one. Who am I thinking about then? Who have I been envisioning this whole time?
No idea who you were thinking about, because when you said, no, I must be thinking the old Hot Jake. I'm like, no offense to the previous man, but that's not new Jake.
Who am I thinking about?
Now they did do, I feel like they did a parody at one point where they brought in an actor that was in a spot with old Jake.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but I like.
That's funny.
Okay.
As soon as she said, once again, another white man, I was like, no.
Yeah. Well, hey, okay. All right. No, I got it. Now. I got it.
We're back. And now you know why he kept winning.
I get it. I just want to know who was the man that I was thinking of. I'm going to have to figure that out. Who is this random Jake?
We need to figure it out because I am curious.
I'll figure it out and we'll post it on the stories. Who am I thinking about?
There we go.
Anyways.
Love it. All right. So going back to the bottom bracket, we had Kool-Aid Man, one of your favorites.
Yeah.
And against the M&Ms. This is a tough one, I feel like, for you.
I think M&Ms are going to win.
Yep.
Yeah. The M&Ms have a lot of, like, they're probably going to make it to the very end if I had to guess. I'm a little bummed about the Kool-Aid Man, but I get it.
And the finals are M&M versus Hot Boy Jake. Also, I like that we've done away with Jake from Steak Farm. It is Hot Boy Jake now.
Hot Jake. I think M&Ms are going to win.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
I think you know what? I just really like Jake, but I understand fully why M&M's won overall. To your point, they hit all the boxes, right? It's a nostalgia. It's a strong mascot. It's for their brand. It's gone on so long. I understand why they won. So
I also think it's got to do with there being a group dynamic. So I was randomly thinking about the I'm a Mac, I'm a PC campaign like yesterday. And I always loved that campaign. And I think what was really interesting about it was the dynamic between two. There's like a primary one, just like with the M&Ms, the shorter, rounder one is the primary one, and then the taller, like peanut M&M, is the secondary one. But I think it's cool that they can create dynamics between two mascots, which isn't always easy to achieve. So I think it's part of what makes it more effective.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. This is probably the only real March bracket I've paid attention to this closely all season.
Yeah, I got nothing. I didn't do too bad.
No, you did much better than I did. You know, again, I'm just going with my favorites, and I probably should have thought about the general public more, but I just didn't. I would have been out early on this one.
I can't believe you discredited the Kool-Aid Man. Come on now.
Full bias for full transparency to our listeners. My husband and my sister both work at Michelin, and it's part of my life now. And I very much love Mr. Babendum, and he's big here. He's big in my house. So I had a hard time. There's no way I could pick Kool-Aid Man over Mr. Bibb. There's just no way. Okay, I can't. Right. If I didn't have that family connection, maybe not, but I just can't.
I get it. But no, Kool-Aid Man all day.
It'd be like you putting Clemson in the finals.
Never.
Exactly.
I will never support a brand with Zapfino as an approved brand font. I'm not doing it. I will die on this hill. Are you going to make me cut this out?
No, you're good. You're good.
It's my opinion. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Clickety clackety keyboard. Let me make sure that it is still part of their brand fonts. Maybe they took it out, but for a long time it was on there.
Maybe they listened and they said,
they took it out.
Can't do it.
Okay, they took it out.
Good. They heard.
Hold on. The core brand fonts, custom. Oh, they got some custom fonts. Those are nice. Extended type palette. Okay. All right. This is fine. Adobe handwriting, Turbinado. That is okay. Okay. They fixed it. Zapfino used to be one of their approved brand fonts. Now it looks like they use Turbinado. That's really pretty. I like that.
Oh, uh-oh.
It's an Adobe font. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I still will always sass about Clemson. I will, it'll be the last thing I say with my dying breath. However, I appreciate that they took Zapfino out of their approved brand fonts. It was there up until at least 3 or 4 years ago.
I'll take it. So, I'll take it. They probably knew they were getting made fun of for their fonts.
Me. It's just me. It's just me down here in Columbia complaining to people who talk to me. But
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we're doing great.
All right. Well, you did well. And you probably could have won. I think you only missed like 1 or 2. You did really well.
Well, especially like now that I know what Jake from State Farm actually looks like.
The fact you let him get as far as you did without realizing. I mean, he was up against Chester Cheetah first, so that's right.
I mean, the real Jake is hotter than the Jake that I had envisioned, but the Jake that I had envisioned is hotter than the previous Jake. I'm trying to figure out who the Jake that I'm thinking of is.
We'll find out, and we're going to report back next week.
Who's this mystery Jake in a red shirt? Did I just see a dude at Target once, and I thought that was the guy from State Farm?
That was my first thought. I was like, were you just at Target and you saw someone nice?
Maybe. And I was like, Jake, are you a mascot? You know what? Like, I don't know. You know what? I'm all straightened out now. We're doing great.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our advertising March Madness. Thank you, Ad Age, for giving us the entertainment and the content for today. That was I enjoy. We'll have to do something like this again. Maybe every March. Who knows?
I'm sure there's other stuff. This was fun. I'm sure there's other stuff like this. We'll have to. I don't know if there's many other brackets that we could look at, but. So this was fun. Idea. I like this. You get to read and I get to react and not prepare. We're doing awesome.
It's my best. It's the best. I love
it. This is my favorite kind of podcast too, where I just get to react.
Same. And I don't have to. I love it.
Everybody's doing great.
All right. Well, that's all we have for this week. We'll be back next week with less brackets, more sassing.
Talk to y'all then.
Bye.
Bye. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Ghost Boss Podcast. And also please like and review us on your favorite podcast app.